During the 7 days NRM Manifesto Retreat in Changkwanzi, with ministers, permanent secretaries, members of the National Resistance Movement, top leadership at the National Leadership Institute, government came up with several resolutions and amendment of laws in the different key areas like taxation, corruption, and land eviction, among others, to bring change in the country and mindset change.
And there are two major sources of financing a national budget. Either you can borrow or raise revenue. So we're looking at issues, how do we innovatively raise internal revenue in order to finance the priorities of Ugandans. We also looked at the performance of cabinet, how cabinet was performing. We looked at the issues of the growing land evictions and land grabbing in Uganda, which is a cardinal issue that is affecting the welfare of citizens in particular parts of the country.
While addressing the media today, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, stated that the government of Uganda has come up with strategies to curb corruption in the country, mostly in Parliament and in the District Service Commission's offices.
We would want to warn our District Service Commissions to stop that habit, for those that have that habit of charging money from these innocent applicants. The jobs should be got on merit. They should advertise, shortlist, interview, and let the best person take the job rather than getting money. But action is going to be taken on the District Service Commissions as we gather evidence, as we get information, but also we are going to review the law and make it a little bit stronger than the way it is, including defining who constitutes the membership of the District Service Commission and how do they get into office and how they can be removed.
The minister added that the government has come up with the new laws to curb Corruption Act in the government.
Also resolved to introduce the practice of name and shame of the corrupt and expeditiously prosecute whoever is accused of corruption, particularly once there is evidence. So we shall be now publishing names, the name and shame of those who are engaged in corruption, irrespective of the position that you hold in society. We are also going to study the law and see how we can ban fundraisings. And through this address, I will just want to caution the public that please do not continue overburdening political leaders with fundraisings.
On the issue of the double land titles and management, the government has committed to fully implement land information management system to guide against the double land titling and fraud.
Automate the process of land transactions in order to minimize or eliminate cases of misuse and corruption. But also further recommend that officers who issue land titles fraudulently should be held personally liable and sanctioned and will be dismissed summarily. Because there has been corruption in the sector of land management where our officers issue double titles. You find this piece of land already has a title, but then you go through Ministry of Lands and they issue another title, a title over a title.
The retreat seeks to evaluate manifesto implementations and address the crippling levels of corruption taking shape in government ministries, departments, and agencies.